is going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 34 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the QB rating right now, sky high, 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Niners take over. Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line. Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7. Hey. 57's the mic.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Ravens take over at their own 34-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check the backer. Check the backer. Check hot route. Hot.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 2nd and 12. Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Bandit.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike's 54. Mike 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
48's the Mike. I'm coming after
Wait.
I'm coming after you. 48's the Mike. Bound to lose one.
Bravo.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we gonna Mike. Let's go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open man is born. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 48. Watch the flag.
Hey, Zoo.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Watch out.
Lock.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
48's the Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
21. Come.
Watch twist.
12.
Wide, get wide.
Hey, gun.
Check the call.
So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go. 180. 21.
Let's go, D. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. It's caught by Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Here we go. Like 20.
Mike, 36.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people...
It got his man complete. 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they get the score with a clock at all zeros. Now, are they gutsy here in the second quarter and go for two?
I think they go ahead and kick the ball through the post. Down one at that stage. Yeah, I know. No guts, no glory, right? But I think they kick it through the post. They'll feel like they're tied. They'll feel like it's an even game.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we went number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 13.
Mike, 56.
I got you.
Pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field.
Let's hit.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Check 50. Check 50.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Shift.
11.
Alert 3. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Coleman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
57's the night. Mark 57.
It's been a long day for you.
65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
All right, T. Let's turn. All right, T.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They'll try and run with Ingram. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through three quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number one, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together, and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Mike 57. Ricky.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
11. 2.
First and 10, 22-yard line.
Here we go.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, you know, it can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Set hut for Mike. 56. Check 56. Let's go one more.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Jackson now. This one complete to Ingram. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety cross. Safety's creeping.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 56. Ready? Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Ingram. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Here we go. 12, fellas, here we go.
36. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, Delta. Shoot. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
49ers first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Switch.
Now Garoppolo. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Mike 56.
Nick, you better be afraid of me.
He'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He's going to take a shot for the end. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
And he works free. There goes Mark Ingram. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Rush in.
Throwing now is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they... That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop. When I drop, look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Three is the mic.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, 53. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Check 37. Check 37.
Now a run with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Sets up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Throwing, Cousins. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Cousins on target to Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Hey, they scared.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack by Robert Quinn. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Watch the twist. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, watch the ball.
Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Check. Watch 54.
I got it.
Cousins to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Anthony Harris on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 47.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Here we go. Sliding. Do your job. Here we go, 47.
Right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Even. 4 down. Even. That's it. Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Then we're going to 53.
He's heavy on the edges.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Going to 54.
Hey, Mike 40.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
That's going to be a
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check first. All right, now here we go.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And that's one of the reasons you like the blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down.
I got you.
They're going to try and throw. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. To throw, Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll try the right side with Elliott.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Strong right! Strong right! Strong right! Hey, hey, hey! We got 3! We got 3! 3 down! 3 down!
Watch that!
To throw is Prescott. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Joker, Joker! Joker, Joker!
Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. Third down here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Prescott looking deep in the direction of Coop. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Come on, let's go.
Man left, man left.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Watch the ship.
We're going to 53.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Hey, kill.
Mike's
47.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
26.
Now Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
We're going to 54. Wide in. There we go. Kill. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the intended target.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
To 49. He's coming. We got double up.
Elliott running right. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Watch the safety crease. You got tight right there. Watch the twist.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd down, Cook. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
Kill.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got this down to the 35. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Cousins looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Coming again.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins now. Lets it fly for Thielen. He's got a man, complete. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Cook with a first down and much more. And down to the 16-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They try again with Cook, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Deuce, 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 deuce. Then we're going to 53.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Then we're going to 54. Why?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? 36, 36. Kill. Then we're going to 53.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Everson Griffin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the screen. Kill. Check.
Watch out.
We're going to 54. Why? Here we go. 46. Pick the edge. Come.
Watch twist.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 6 yards away. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly.
It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Check 50. Check 50.
Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Shift.
Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 40. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Check. Hey, alert 3.
Check 43.
Watch the edge.
There we go, going to 53. Gun. There we go. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We ain't beginning to tear you.
Receiver.
Don't get nervous.
Switch.
Cousins to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 43 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though.